Hello and welcome everyone to the Jevan Show. I'm your host Jay alongside my co-host Vaughn, and we have a great special guest whom I will let Vaughn announce.
Once again, we have my good friend, Brendan-ator, the pork chop, pork-nator himself, who has now become our official editor-in-chief. So I'll give a round of applause to Pork Chop. Thank you.
You have anything to say, Jevan?
What? I'm glad that I'm actually not the slave in the basement. And,
You weren't supposed to say Shut up. You go back down there. Yeah. Don't make me put you back down there. I won't leave a light this time.
Oh boy.
Good comment.
Good comment. Oh, yeah. Well, tonight we're going to be talking about America. Specifically, I cannot speak. I'm sorry, I'm homeschooled. I was not taught correctly how to speak.
It's okay.
You've grown up in Arkansas.
Yeah, down here in Arkansas, we aren't taught specifically how to speak. We just kind of hear that garbled speak that most people speak, and that is our education. But anyway, we're going to talk about how America is superior, specifically not Arkansas in education, obviously. Yeah. But first topic we're going to talk about is both of the world wars. So specifically in World War I was in a stalemate for, how many years was it?
It was a while.
It was a long time.
To the point where for every foot, was it like a foot or 10 feet gained, like 1,000 men died? Because it was at a stalemate between, Germany and its allies and, England, like France and its allies. So whenever there was a stalemate during that time, they tried to get America to join. They changed the tides for a while, but we weren't going to be convinced because we didn't want to get involved in an overseas conflict. But we ended up, being attacked by Germany.
Well, we were giving them supplies.
Yeah, we were giving them supplies, not like we left them high and dry.
Germany U-boats were like, no. So we were like,
I'm pretty sure
come get you.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't exactly on purpose, if I remember correctly, but it was enough to. I can't remember exactly what.
So
it was.
supposedly, like the boats that were carrying the stuff had stuff to protect them from the U-boat, so it wasn't like they weren't shooting at nothing.
Yeah.
So we're not just gonna toss the Germans under the bus.
But anyway, imagine being that U-boat pilot, and you're just like, man, I done messed up. I'm the reason we lost the war.
Messed up.
After that, with the American support, helped push back the Germans and stuff. Now, not saying, it's all us that saved the world, but we were definitely a big part.
If it wasn't for us,
that war would have gone on so much longer.
And who knows the results.
Either way, even if they would have won, even if the Germans would have been beaten, it would have been at the cost of hundreds of thousands more lives. Mm-hmm. Then World War II happened, and actually it went a lot worse than World War I, because Germany, the Axis powers, took pretty much the entirety of Europe, with the exception of Britain.
France, and literally all other Europe.
Like, they started a campaign in Africa. Dude, Britain was completely pushed out of Europe. Then, for some odd reason, they attacked Russia. But, dude, I heard...
Hitler shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, dude, Hitler was
just the foot for right now. But attacking Russia, he shot himself in the foot.
Dude, like...
He's just like, hippity hoppity, this is not my property.
This is, like, dude, Hitler attacking Russia. It was...
Okay, I will give props. I'm going to go ahead and give props to Britain. So, after they took over France, they hadn't attacked Russia yet, and they were just going to make Britain surrender. Mm-hmm. And they went all out on them. But Britain just never gave up. So they're like, we're going to Russia. And then that's whenever Hitler shot himself in the foot.
Dude, if you think about it, wow. If it wasn't for that, I wonder how different stuff would have been, because he fought at one point, dude, so many fronts at the same time. I'm like, you're just Germany. You're not.
Literally, the shape of Germany was a front.
You know what's really weird? So you want to know the reason he did not like the Soviets? Because he thought that communism was an invention from the Jews, and he also thought the Jews were behind capitalism. So he hated communism and capitalism for the exact same reasons. Then
That's great.
Japan was just like, I don't let go, America. I'm gonna shoot you.
Well, Japan was like, Japan just wanted to take over.
Yeah,
like,
Japan wanted the rest of
and they wanted to
Pacific.
take out the United States Navy, and for some reason they tried, and
Dude,
then we're like,
you know what's,
no,
dude, we rebuilt ships faster.
because they didn't blow up everything.
Just like if
Dude,
we nuke
thing is, we
America-
rebuilt that fleet
Mhm.
like that they destroyed
It's like-
in not less than wait.
It would
Was
be
it
like a
a
7-foot
year?
guy fighting a 5'5" guy, and they just punched him in his chin. It's like, all right, you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much their thought process is
You know
if
what was-
we nuke America, then they won't fight in the war.
Then we were just like, America time, freedom time,
America!
dude. I mean, our fleet after they attacked us ended up being so much bigger than it was before.
Just like you don't nuke America and get away with it.
Dude, okay, it's like we completely got them out of the Pacific, and then we're just like, surrender Japan. They're like, no. We're like, okay, nuke. Surrender Japan. No, you won't do it again. Nuke. Oh, man. Japan, honestly, just what were you thinking? What were you like, it was an inevitable conflict for Japan. But why didn't you just wait for Germany to finish attacking Russia? Poor planning overall. Thank you for being so stupid, Axis powers. Thank you very much. But
Going back
Yeah.
to Germany, like, the reason why America got in the war is because they sent the letter to Mexico. They're like, hey, it'd be cool if you could attack America.
Yeah.
he's like, hey, bro, we'll help you. We'll help you. Just
yeah,
go.
yeah, I promise. If
This is a great idea.
you attack America, we'll
Texas,
help
man, you
I
remember when you
promise.
lost that?
Don't you want it back?
Don't you want Texas back?
And
We'll let
Texas just
you
like,
have it
bro, we'll
back."
be our own state for that. Oh, man.
Pretty
That's
much,
an American.
pretty much, the world wars. It wasn't all America, but without America, there'd be different stories.
Yeah, I mean, just think of Japan. How would they have dealt with Japan without us? Because we were in the perfect position, geographically, to destroy Japan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Britain and all of them were completely blocked by two different continents, you know, the American continents and, you know, Europe, Africa, all that stuff. Dude, I mean, that would have not been fun without, you know. I have a feeling, though, even if Japan didn't attack us, we would have gotten involved eventually. But who knows?
We probably not bad enough. Not
Yeah.
enough to get involved.
I mean, there's only a matter of time till we were attacked.
Hitler might have sent a letter to the Canadians next. I mean,
Canada would just be like, but there are defense. Why would we-"
yeah, I know.
Just like, but
That's my
but
big
that would be
brother.
keeping us alive.
I know.
It's like if you shoot him in the knee, I'll help you. Like,
It's like, but they have nukes. He's like, but they literally share a border.
what if I shoot them in the knee? They're still gonna throw nukes at him.
First of all, Hitler did not have to attack America. But did he really think that Mexico was going to beat America? I mean, no offense, but like,
It's Mexico.
What's on
No.
Mexico?
Like, you couldn't even take the Alamo without thousands of people.
and the Texans were shorthanded too.
It was like what was it, like 100 or 200 people versus like a couple thousand?
Something like that.
Oh man, but yeah. Oh,
Well, we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be right back.
peace.
And welcome back. We have some more stuff for you. We hope you enjoyed the first part. And Vaughn, I'm going to let you start this off.
I like how you said stuff, like we're actually going to give them something.
Yeah.
We're just going to talk randomly like we usually do, okay? So I think what we're going to do is Pork Chop's going to lead us off to another American-related topic. Would you like to tell us what that is, Pork Chop?
Yeah, the common the common thought that free healthcare. Yeah, free healthcare is smart.
Very intelligent.
Very intelligent. If you look at Canada or Britain has free healthcare, right?
Dude, I don't remember.
We'll just look at Canada.
Canada, I think, is a little bit better because it has I think you can get private health care. It's just more regulated than America's.
But you look at the prices. You look at the prices of everything. Their prices are a little bit lower when you look at them. But if you look at our wait times, they're actual cost of healthcare,
Or just, you know,
or actual
how
not
good
healthcare,
it
how
is.
good the healthcare is, yeah. And you reference it to Canada. You put them together. Put them side by side. Ours is a lot better the way it is. I mean, our healthcare is nowhere near perfect, but it's a lot better than Canada's.
Yeah,
It's
now
very-
obviously, like waits for liver transplants and stuff like that don't count because you have to wait for different reasons. So I don't want to see any people, oh, but you got to wait so long for your liver or kidney transplant. Shut up! Nobody likes you.
Nobody cares about you.
People
And as we
are
were-
stupid.
As
That's
we
my
said
good
in the
thing.
last episode, you're fake anyways.
Yeah. Quoting ourselves.
But,
Oh, man.
but if you take the funding away, you make everything free. Free healthcare. Number one,
Free.
you have free. Yeah, I'm
Free.
using very quotations around free.
Very.
Very quotations. Yes.
We
Proper
will take
English at
our
its
money
finest.
and we will give it back to you in the form of trashy healthcare.
The private funding cancer research facilities, they wouldn't research cancer anymore because they're not
Or not as efficient.
as efficiently. Yeah, because they're not getting money from it. They're not having the resources to research cancer.
Like, it might seem a little scumbaggy, but how do you think we've gotten such medical advancements in the private industry? Cough, cough, why we're the leader in drug producing.
Basically, all of our medical advancements in the world would go down because America does most of that. This is not what
We
it's-
do have ridiculous drug prices because everybody has to buy from us and we have to outsource.
It's ridiculous. 'cause
Yeah,
we're
let's
pretty
just
much
say
the only people
we
that
really need to
research it.
fix that. It's kind of retarded, dude.
It's retarded.
But yeah,
Like I said, our healthcare is not perfect.
dude, yeah, it's nowhere near perfect. But
It's
I would
better than
rather have
everybody else.
healthcare here than anywhere else because I know I can get treatment for pretty much anything. Like go to Canada,
Good treatment in that
dude.
way.
Literally go to UK, and if it's bad enough, you could literally die waiting for healthcare. Like, it's happened before. It's rare, but dying waiting for health treatment. That's
I'd much rather be in America.
yeah.
And if you don't believe us, just
And
go
plus-
look at the statistics.
And plus, even if it's on average more expensive here in America, if you do your research and do right price matching stuff like that, you can actually get very, very cheap and affordable health care that's better than most of what you get anywhere else in the world here in America.
Well,
You just got to live in right places and, have the right benefits.
What's more, paying for something that's a crappy healthcare, but it's a little less expensive, but paying a little bit more price, but you're getting the best stuff. And
Or get a good enough job and your job will pay for the health care for you.
yeah, exactly.
You just have to be a smart, intelligent
Yeah, we can
person and
talk about
actually
that
work
for a
right.
minute of minimum wage.
Oh, no. Okay, let's not get into that. We're talking about America's Superior. I could talk about like 2 years on that. But another thing I was wanting to talk about was firearm ownership in America. Just general freedom. Did you know that it's like calculated that we obviously have the highest rate of owned firearms in America? I think last time I checked, it was up to 270 million guns, okay? That's a good chunk of the population. Like, that's almost as much as the population of the United States, give or take 100 million people. 270 million guns.
In most other countries, it's illegal.
Dude, I know.
We're saying this in a good way, by the way.
Yes. It's not a bad thing. The thing is,
Great.
this is privately owned guns. So this is all legally owned weapons. So this isn't even counted on the illegally owned weapons or, unregistered.
That's like 300.
But we're not relapsing in our first episode.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
just pointing out.
But, just in America, freedom in general, we are more free than nearly every nation in the world. I think there's only like 1 or 2 other nations that have freedom of speech in their
Yeah, it's not
Constitution.
that much of a freedom of speech, and that it's freedom of speech in quotations in that point.
Quotation. I think there's like one other country that has it like us, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what country it was.
If I find the statistics,
Yeah.
I'll put it in the...
Yeah, we'll just like throw it up on the screen
Yeah, or
if we
something like
when we
that.
find it. But here, like in the UK, you have freedom of speech. That's if the government feels like letting you speak freely. Don't believe me? A man got arrested for having his pug do a Nazi salute. Okay.
Or the parody of Kung Fu Fighting.
Oh yeah. Also, somebody at a karaoke, what you call it?
Karaoke bar.
Karaoke bar? Yeah, I don't know. I could think of the word bar. Arkansas
You're grown up in
education.
Arkansas.
Oh yeah. At the karaoke bar, they sang Kung Fu Fighting and got arrested for singing Kung Fu Fighting. Like, tell me again with a straight face that UK has freedom of speech.
And pretty much it's illegal to defend yourself in your own house.
Yeah, did you know in Australia, there was a robber who tried to get in to somebody's house through the window where they had a fence in front of their window, okay? So, he breaks in, he gets in the house, the homeowner sees him, so he chases after him with a bat or something, and the guy jumps out the window, trips and breaks his leg on the fence, okay? Gets caught, sues the homeowner for having the fence there, and wins.
Or the British.
And wins!
It's just stupid. And the British think that they were complaining. I forgot when it was, but they were complaining that owning an AR-15 in your home gives an unfair advantage.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh, what is it a competition to how quickly you can rob somebody's house? Like, what the junk is this? It gives. What?
So
it's
sad.
like the Hunger Games. Oh, there's an unfair advantage. We have to. Like, what the junk? Oh my gosh! Like, what is this?
An unfair advantage. If somebody breaks into your house, you have all rights to.
They lost.
They lost
the thing
will
is,
to live.
they lost.
Right to live, not will. Right to live.
Dude, we're like episode 3 of Star Wars. They've lost the will to live. Yeah, if you walk in my house in the middle of the night, yeah, you must have lost your will to live. I mean, you're dead. But dude, how does that make any sense? So it gives the person breaking the law, violating your rights, gives you an unfair advantage to.
It gives them more rights than you actually, the homeowner.
The thing is, the whole point of laws is that, like, it keeps people from doing bad things, right? And if those people do those bad things, they lose their rights as they're doing those bad things. Hence, going to jail. What? Now we're protecting the right to break rights? What? I don't. Oh, my brain. We got to get off this, or I'm gonna have an aneurysm. But as I was saying, in America we have actual freedom of speech, not just freedom of speech that can be taken away by any whim of the government, as if it doesn't please them. We have the ability
What are we doing right now?
Exactly. We have the right to do this, and the government can't do jack squat about it. Because as Americans, not only do we have the right to speech, we have the right to self-defense against foreign and domestic threats, which domestic can be, your neighbor trying to come in and steal your PlayStation with your Minecraft worlds. Or it could be, your own government becoming tyrannical. Like that one time where we made that little document in 1776. Remember that? I don't remember that. I wasn't alive, but
1783 or something.
well,
We're not saying that America should become.
You're talking about the Constitution. I'm talking about the Declaration of Independence. But anyway, the only reason we won that one is because we had guns. But anyway, we talked about it in the first podcast. We don't need to get too deep on that one, but just America in general is one of the freest country on the planet, and that in and of itself, besides all the flaws, is the reason America is the best nation in the world. Because even if, like, a lot of the flaws that come with this nation is because we have the freedom of choice, like the obesity problem, it's because we're so free we can choose to eat so badly that we kill ourselves. Yep. That's how free we are. It's kind of like. It's the freedom of choice. It's just being free. It's not free with quotation marks, or that's not true freedom. True freedom is actually being able to live how you want to live within obviously moral parameters. I mean, it's just within moral laws, not laws like given from some tyrannical government, like thou shalt not say anything bad about me. Because I'm the president.
That's hate speech.
Because, just Nazi Germany. I don't like Hitler. Are you a Jew? No, you're going to die. Then in America, we've literally had protests about our own president, okay? Like, then there's, and the government can't do anything about it, which is a good thing, by the way. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We should be able to say whatever we want about the president as long as it's not libel or slander. But,
Or violent.
yeah. Oh, we could get into libel and slander, but, you know, that would be about an hour-long conversation. Jay, you got anything to add?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean,
Nothing.
the only thing I could add is people are stupid.
Yeah. I mean, we're so free. People don't even see the freedoms we have sometimes, you know. You can choose to live in a bubble of oppression if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that just weird to think about? That we're so free, we can think we're not free. It's like a paradox.
If we're so free that we're oppressed.
Yep. We're oppressed by other people's freedom. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. Just America. Just America.
And if you don't think our nation's most superior, then
Fight me.
fight me and let's go look at other nations. Like,
Oh, you know, we could go into military supremacy.
Yeah, military.
America.
I
Military.
don't think that's good.
I'm pretty sure that we don't have to talk about anything else. Just
Considering our military budget is as big as a lot of people's actual GDP, America.
Economy, military, healthcare,
Just start dabbing on other countries.
freedom.
Dude, honestly, even without being the richest nation or without the best military, I'd still rather live in a free country.
Just the freedom part.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the fact that I can go to Colorado, build a shack, and just live there. I don't even have to have electricity, okay? As long as I have, you know, rights to the land, I can live there for the rest of my life and never be bothered by the government. Well, obviously, as long as I pay taxes.
Yeah, Texas.
Or what if I just don't make any money and I just live there off the land? Don't pay taxes. Dude, you would never hear from the government.
Animal cruelty.
Frida has joined the battle.
Or I can get an AR and use an unfair advantage to take food from other stores. And if they have a gun, then we'll be an equal advantage, and therefore it will be legal. Logic. Oh, we're intelligent. Intellectuals.
But we're also all fake compared to our other podcasts too. So.
That's true. I forgot the world is fake. Oh, and plus, we are the first country to land on the moon. To put another man on another celestial object. America. Russia was just like, we made it to space, and we're like, Then Kenny's just like, bruh, do you even
one
live,
better.
bro? Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty much like, I see you. Oh, wait.
Yeah, dude, no, America's just like, all in. Dude, you know what's hilarious, though? Russia pretty much bankrupted themselves, or the Soviet Union bankrupted themselves on a non-successful moon mission.
What?
On a non-successful moon mission. Like, after they went to, orbit, and we went to orbit, then we're like, we're going to the moon. Russia's like, oh, jump, dude. We gotta go. Dude, they spent, they were like, do you want food or dog in space? And their entire country's like, food, please, food. No,
is that
dog in space? Dog in space? Okay, we give you dog in space.
We
give
you dog in
We give you dog on moon. Dog on moon? Yes, dog on moon. We will give you dog
You do
afterwards.
not need food to survive. You
You
just
will
need
eat the
dog.
dog.
You just need dog on moon.
But then we beat them to the moon. They're like, I guess we're out of money now.
We will have the first dog on moon.
Breaks down the Berlin Wall, starts selling it. Who wants it? Take it. Dude, just America versus the Soviet Union. Freedom, boy. Freedom always wins. The Cold War. Freedom versus oppression. Dude, we could talk about that one all day, too. But this podcast will go on for like an hour.
Yeah, we want fun for that.
Oh, man.
As a matter of fact, that's all we're going to have for today's pork chop. It's good to have you as our official editor. And for Vaughn and the rest of the cast, I'm Jay. Goodbye.
Be happy.